Africa's infamous $90 billion a year infrastructure gap has gotten quite a bit of attention from policymakers around the continent over the last couple of years. If what we have seen today at Build Africa is anything to go by, 2014 is certainly not any different.
One of our key challenges of Africa's competitiveness for its harmonious and integrated development is to build its integrated infrastructure networks, those for transport, for energy, ICT, as well as related measures to unlock free movement of goods and people.
African states, however, have a habit of making high-level agreements to do things which they later do not implement. Take the Yamoussoukro decision as an example. More than a decade after African governments agreed to this virtual open skies deal, it is yet to be fully implemented. And it isn't enough to just build the infrastructure if the supporting policies to boost its use don't exist. Take the Republic of Congo, for example. In November last year, it reduced the number of countries that were eligible to actually have their citizens apply for visas on arrival to just 10. And all of those are in Francophone Africa. In effect, most of Anglophone African countries have to deal with one more barrier to come here to do any business if they want to. Criticism, however, of self-imposed policy limits doesn't end there.
Take my country, Nigeria, which I always use as an example. We're the world's 7th largest producer of crude oil, okay? But the largest export of the UK to Nigeria is petroleum products. Doesn't make sense.
Despite the criticisms leveled so far at current policy, everyone at the Build Africa Forum agrees on one thing. Africa's challenges at their core are not insurmountable. Ultimately, though, perhaps the problem is one of setting the bar a bit too low. Africa's 50-plus economies collectively make up less than 3% of the world's entire GDP. And at those levels, growing at 5% every single year is nowhere near enough to make a dent in the endemic poverty that plagues this continent, or closing that infamous $90 billion a year infrastructure gap that we've been talking about for so long. Rama, Nyang, Brazzaville, and the Republic of Congo.